this is Tiffany Hopkins with Oregon State's Forestry and Natural Resources Extension Program. And today I'm here to teach you how to make a quick garland out of greenery from your property. So the materials that you're gonna need are some loppers, a piece of twine, rope, whatever you wanna be attaching your greenery to, some floral wire, and then also some greenery. And to start with, what you're gonna wanna do is cut your greenery down to size. So the size is really gonna depend on how thick and wide you want your garland to be. So I've already cut mine down into about 6-7 inches or so, but you'll just kind of take your greenery and estimate. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can use all different kinds of greenery for this. I have some Doug fir and some noble and some cedar that I've gotten from my property. And one thing to keep in mind, so the noble that I got is just from my Christmas tree, so that's fine. But when you're harvesting, there's some things to keep in mind. This is just a video meant for people who are interested in doing this at a very small scale, just making a garland for your house. But for like my Doug fir and my cedar that I got on my property, we actually had a down cedar, so that's what I took that from. And then my Doug fir is just one that's not very healthy, so that's how I kind of harvest when I'm going out and looking. But there are things that you can do and steps that you can take to make sure you're doing some harvesting in a healthy way. And I'm gonna link a resource below for those who are interested at doing this maybe at a larger scale, greenery harvesting, and some additional tips and tricks that you can use when you're harvesting. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and get into the how-to. So I'm gonna bring you guys over here so you can see over my shoulder what exactly I'm doing. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your floral wire and you're just going to wrap it around your twine or whatever you're using as a base, just 3 or 4 times to make it a sturdy starting point. And then what you're gonna start to do is make some bundles. Now, I recommend doing bundles that are 3 to 5 pieces. But like I said before, this is really gonna depend on what you want your garland to look like. So what you'll do is you'll just place your bundle on top of where we just wrapped that wire, and this will be your starting point. So then you'll wrap the wire, not the twine or what your base is, but just the wire around 3 times really tightly, and then you'll just pull that back out in front of you. And so then you have it and it's attached to that twine. And then you'll just keep going. So you'll just keep building your little bundles and attaching them to your twine. Now what you're gonna wanna do, you can see this is where we just attached. So what you're gonna wanna do is cover that with your next bundle. So just slightly overlap your next bundle and then bring your wire down and twist it around 3 times really tight. I think that was 4 times. That's okay. And then, yeah, just keep doing that. So keep building your bundles, and then when you get to a stopping point, I'll give you some tricks about how to end your garland. end of your garland, it depends on what you're doing with this. So actually for mine, this part will be tucked behind like a picture. But if you are going to have it all laying like out somewhere, what you do is you make another one of your bundles, and then you just switch the direction that it is facing. So instead of laying it in the same direction your other bundles have been, you'll face it this way and cover up that last little part like that. Kind of like tuck it in there. And then what you can do right here is, oops, I missed a piece, is you can cover it with like a bow, or you can come back in with a smaller little bundle and then just kind of like tuck that in there. I would maybe go, you can kind of play around with which way you go, but then just wrap that one like once or twice because it's smaller, so it should be okay. And then you just cut your wire off on the back and secure it in place. And there you have it, a beautiful garland. So I hope you enjoyed this video and are able to do one of these on your own. Happy creating!